And here we are on the 12th day of Spooky Month, and today's prompt is shredded. My mind immediately went to mummies, more specifically their bandages, so I began painting a mummy with a very uncomfortable look on his face. The reason for this was that some of his bandages had been shredded, exposing his very colourful and somewhat anachronistic undergarments. And the beings responsible? I frankly have no idea what they are. Some kind of demon dogs I made up on the spot. I wanted something that was all shaggy fur and sharp shark-like teeth, perfect for shredding through ancient bandages. It was either that or a cat using him as a scratching post. That could have been fun to paint too, but I think demon dogs work better. Perhaps these two dogs were meant to be his guard beasts of choice in the afterlife. The collar one's wearing would certainly make that more likely. But if that's the case, it wasn't such a good choice on his part. Maybe he would have been better off with the cat after all. In life, he was a pharaoh, King Tormibumhoff, son of King Ritmirags. His family were all prone to misfortune, and it was often that very misfortune that put them into their sarcophagi. Speaking of sarcophagi though, they're awkward things to draw, especially from a 3/4 angle. Though honestly I didn't think they were going to be so when I started. They're an awkward shape and most of them, at least the ones meant for royalty, have far more detail to them than I added here. But I'd be here until next Halloween if I painted in every little carved hieroglyph on the body portion. The ancient Egyptians took every expense to make sure their rulers were well looked after in the afterlife, leaving offerings of food and coin to be used there. And the engineering feats of the ancient Egyptians, especially when it came to places of burial, were a sight to behold. Some were equipped with steep shafts to deter grave robbers, and some even had an elaborate false final chamber to make the tomb look as if it had already been robbed. The real final chamber lay just beyond, through a concealed passageway. This was all to keep the pharaoh's possessions safe, as they believed that everything interred with him was necessary for him to live comfortably in the afterlife, where these things would actually be used. I find ancient history fascinating. All the different ancient cultures, seeing how they lived and how they died. And to think we have only what was preserved, how much more has been lost to the passage of time? And on that thought, it looks like we're done. I have a Discord for folks to chat and share their art, and I have a Ko-Fi if you'd like to support what I do. And if you're looking for more art, the YouTube algorithm thinks you might like this video. Check it out and see what you think. Catch you in the next one!